Yo, what's up, guys? It's your boy Interest here, and today I'm gonna be helping you guys out with the spawns for Fringe Hardpoint. So, if you are one of those people who give up on 4v4, 3v3, or 2v2s or anything like that, hopefully by watching this video you'll learn at least something or something like that, and that you'll be a lot better at your 1v1s, and that you'll get a better record, and hopefully play wagers or tournaments or anything like that and win anything. So let's go ahead and get right into it.
Hardpoint.
Alright, so if you're playing UMG singles, and if you're the non-hosting team, this is where you'll be spawning, and then the hosting team will be spawning on the opposite side of the map. So usually on this map, I do like to use a M8 or a Man of War, depending on my opponent, whatever they're going to use. So for this hill, most of the time I do go on the flank, or you can just come here, or just go to white truck, but mostly I go down track as fast as possible, cut through small room. They're on this head glitch, take them out there, or if they're like around here, take them out. And if you can get the kill, you want them to spawn over there. So in order to do that, you want to get right here, and that'll spawn them all the way over by 10. But if you can't make it to that corner in time, and you're like right around this area, if you're not past this box, I would say they spawn a lot closer. And like their first instinct is to just jump right over that right there. And once you get a kill on them, your first priority is right here by fences, and they're just gonna spawn right in fences. If you're in this corner by dub, you could sit here and hide right here. If they try to like throw nades or anything, you come up right here, preem that, just look up. And say if they push up, you gotta move around, kill them. Got this corner, they're gonna spawn over there, or here, over there. And then, yeah, that's the first hill explained right there. Second hill, if you get them to spawn fences at least 10 seconds before this hill, you should preem dub. The only time you know they're not gonna come from dub is like if there's 10 seconds left and then they come like in the hill and then you're already in rotation. And if they don't come there, they're either gonna be wall running and try to take you off the rotation from like this wall run right here, or come through 10, or come all the way through alley, which would take some time, but it'll give you enough time to set up and prepare for it. So the number one spawn you want here is probably this spawn right here. I tend not to use this, but I do like using that the most if you have an AR. If you have a sub, this is probably the best spawn you'd want. And the reason is that they'll spawn 10, and some people don't play that smart, so they'll come all the way in wall run. You can hear them if you have a good enough headset. Jump up, come dub, or they just come 10. So, and then you have, this is the most important hill. This is the easiest hill to control if you get the kills. So if you get a kill off this hill and they don't spawn in right away, that should give you enough time to sit right here. Right here is probably where you want them to spawn. They're gonna spawn all the way over by alley, so that means they're either gonna come from mid or they're gonna come from 10. And so I would say the first thing you want to do is come right here. Don't expose your body too much. Just come around here, see if they come through mid or whatnot. Look there for about 3 to 4 seconds. If they're not there, come over by this bathtub. So right here, they're not there. Then just like sit in the corner right here. They're mostly gonna come from up front, because some people I've played, they play really slow. So like, you just sit in the corner, kind of sound whore for them. So yeah, that's the number one spawn you want, is just right here.
Hardpoint identified.
And if you do kill someone like 10 seconds left, spawn them right there, or spawn them right there and spawn trap them from right there, I should say. You want to come all the way over here, and this is a good spot. You want to sit right here. This enables you to see the cross from fences to side barn over here. And if you do see him cross, you can just come up, sit on this head glitch right here, kill him off. And this is easy. This is a really easy hill to control as long as you have good enough aim and you can hit your shots, because you could just
Clear
wall
ahead.
run.
Maintain your momentum.
Just keep wall running like that. It's really easy to control as long as you know how to play it. I would say after 2 wall runs and you kill the enemy twice, you just want to come up and sit on head glitches, wait for them. Same thing over here, sit on a head glitch, wait for them, and then continue your wall running again. It's really simple. And so, the number one key to hardpoint when spawn
Hardpoint
trapping is that
identified.
you always want to look at your scoreboard. Now, if you look at the scoreboard to the left of my name, there's usually a skull there whenever someone dies, usually. And every time you get a kill, you want to make sure you look at that scoreboard, because
Hardpoint is ours.
it tells you whether or not your enemy has spawned in yet, or watching the kill cam still and whatnot. And that helps you a lot when it comes to spawn trapping, because say if you kill someone over here and you think you don't have enough time to move, but they haven't spawned in yet, and you just come over here real quick, spawn on fences, and then you're already set up. It is really helpful. Sometimes I haven't gotten to that point, but sometimes you can get to the point where you don't necessarily need to use your scoreboard, because the timing will develop in your head over time. And it's like almost there with me. I just like to take the safe way and just look at the scoreboard anyway, just so I don't get like killed off of anything or whatnot. But yeah, that's the most important part. And the second most important
Hardpoint
part is
identified.
definitely head
Hardpoint
glitches
locked down.
and connection, because I have lost plenty of times to people who don't know spawns that much but have really good connection, so they can keep up with me or they just beat me. Really close games. It's not like I get dominated or anything. It's just that it'll be like 200 something to 250, and I'll lose by a certain amount of points because I get joked on the last hill, something like that. It's really frustrating at times, but I kind of got used to it, because as long as I know that I'm good and I'm gonna run at least 90% of my games, it doesn't really frustrate me as much as I think it would, or as much as other people would think it would. But yeah, but 1v1 hardpoint is really easy. It just takes about a good 1 to 2 weeks to perfectly learn all the spawns. My suggestion is that you find a good like 1v1 partner, your good friend, your best friend who wants to learn with you, or someone who's a lot better than you and can mentor you to
Hardpoint
play 1v1
identified.
hardpoint. And you can learn from there. It's really fun, because like when you don't know the spawns, it gets kind of intense, because you'd get nervous from running around the hill a lot. That's what happened to me at first, but then I started getting beat really bad, and then I learned from there. But hardpoint, it's not that hard to learn. It's a lot better than S&D, because you know where the enemy will be at. Unlike S&D, there's a lot of people who camp corners and sit in the spawn. It's all timing most of the time. So hardpoint, it's not really that much of timing. It can be sometimes, definitely possible. But most of the time, you definitely won't get killed off of timing. But I hope you learned something today in this video. Please subscribe and like and leave a comment. Make sure you tell your friends to share. And I hope you learned something today. Thank you very much for watching, and have a good day.